we've brokered a deal with the G20 to end international finance for coal by the end of next month. We've persuaded most of Western Europe and North America to mirror the commitment I made last December by pulling the plug on financial support for all overseas fossil fuel projects by this time next year. And when you add all that together, it is beyond question that Glasgow has sounded the death knell for coal power. It's a fantastic achievement, and it's just one of many to emerge from COP26. 90% of the world's economy is now following our lead here in the UK by committing to net zero, ending their contribution to climate change altogether. Don't forget that when Alok took the reins of COP, it wasn't even a third who were committed to net zero. The developed world is finally going to hit the $100 billion climate finance target, if only a bit later than we would have liked. And over 130 countries have signed up to halt and reverse deforestation by 2030. And between them, those countries are home to more than 90% of the world's forests. We've got trillions of pounds of private sector assets lined up with climate goals. And we've even managed to do something that has eluded the world for 6 years by finalising the Paris rulebook, allowing us to move from interminable debates about how to measure emissions and instead get on with cutting them. Of course, my delight at this progress is tinged with disappointment. Those for whom climate change is already a matter of life and death, who can only stand by as their islands are submerged, their farmland turned to desert, their homes battered by storms, they demanded a high level of ambition for this summit. And while many of us were willing to go there, that wasn't true of everybody. And sadly, that's the nature of diplomacy. We can lobby, we can cajole, we can encourage, but we cannot force sovereign nations to do what they do not wish to do. It's ultimately their decision to make, and they must stand by it. But for all that, we can be immensely proud of what has been achieved by Alok Sharma and his team.